Good evening, everybody. I would like to welcome everyone on board on behalf of SOIL on this lovely Saturday evening. Today, the session is primarily on placements, which happens at SOIL, and I would be more than happy to address all your queries that you will have. So, let's begin and let's take the first question. Let me know whatever queries you may have. So in the meantime, the first question comes. Let me just quickly tell you a little bit about SOIL. In fact, I don't know how many of you got an opportunity to watch the ET Now, which ET Now was covering a documentary on SOIL just now from 7 to 7:30. I hope some of you would have got that opportunity to watch that episode. That would have given a lot of information about SOIL. But nevertheless, people who have missed can watch it tomorrow also, which is going to come at 12 noon or 12 noon on the same channel, ET Now. In the meantime, till the first question comes, let me tell you more about SOIL. So hopefully a lot of you would have visited our website, seen a lot of information about our institute. So as you would know, this institute has been co-created by a set of 32 leading organizations, and they help us in various ways. They help us in selecting our student, designing our curriculum, mentoring our students, giving us live project, case studies. So this is one of the way we also expose our students to some of these leading organizations. And some of these organizations, to name a few, are companies like HUL, Dabur, Johnson & Johnson, Infosys, SAS, Nokia. So some of these best companies have co-created our institute, and there are multiple ways we help our students to engage with corporates. So placement is definitely one of the important aspects, and I'm sure from a student point of view that becomes a key aspect. But just to tell you, more about the placement. Placement is not only about placement, and that's the reason we call this department in SOIL as Career Management Services. Because we truly believe it's not only about a place, you come in and we get you some companies and some interviews and you are out. We believe in a holistic kind of a training. So beyond education also, we expose our students to industry, we help them prepare for interviews, be it communication, writing their resumes, mentorship process. So there are multiple ways we are exposing our students in various industry initiatives, so that a student, when he actually faces his final interview, is very well prepared, knows a lot about various things, what is happening in economy, various organization, at the same time well versed how to handle an interview, because he's being mentored by some of the CEOs of or the CXO level kind of executives of various organizations. So the kind of confidence, the kind of exposure which our students get is like tremendous. This is how we prepare our students. Hopefully I'll be getting my first question very soon. We'll be more than happy to address it. So the first question which has come is, how does industry engage with SOIL? As I was just briefly mentioning about it, just let me tell you more about it. SOIL gives a kind of a platform which I think, which is a dream kind of a platform which anybody can imagine. So you get exposed to a lot of guest lectures, leadership series. In fact, most of the courses are also taught by some of the industry practitioners. So in every which way, be it education, be it exposure, be it preparation, it is the industry people who are coming and preparing our students. So when I say leadership series, these are all CXO level kind of individuals who have more than 25, 30 kind of experience and been at the various levels of various industries. They come and speak about their leadership, the journey, how they have grown, what kind of path they have taken, what kind of mistakes they might have done. At the same time, when I say guest lectures, now it could be specific to a subject, specific to a industry, specific to a specific function or a career field. So on regular basis, all these people keep on coming to campus. A leadership series is planned twice a month. so which keeps on happening every, there'll be 2 such sessions every month. Guest sessions keep on happening in multiple ways. In fact, we also dedicate all our Saturdays as career Saturdays, where we keep inviting people from industry. Again, it could be specific to a subject, function, career field, depending on what students expect and want us to cover. In other ways of industry engagement, we have a unique program, which is a mentorship program. So every student will give in a mentor from the industry, and these people are a very senior person. It could be anybody senior in an industry, and some of the people who mentor our students are people like Shanta Raju, who is our MD of Indus Towers, Narsimha Rao, VP HR of Agrotech Foods, Amit Malik, HR head Aviva, Krish Shankar, ex-HR director Airtel. He's currently just become the HR head of Philips. Adesh Goel, HR head Tata Communication. Sanjay Singh, HR head of Kane Energy. Navyug Mahanot, CEO QI. So these are the senior level kind of people, and in a mentorship program, it's a one-on-one relation which you'll have for the entire 1 year duration. So all these people, so it's a wonderful platform, wonderful learning experience where you directly reach out to these people. You have a wonderful relation which you maintain with these people for the entire 1 year. And if you're lucky, these people would continue to mentor you throughout your life. So it depends how you're able to build that rapport. And the idea behind this mentorship program is also to expose our students to various industries. Let me also touch upon the other ways we engage with industry. We also have action learning projects, or you can call it internships, where our students would work with industry. And again, some of the good companies give us projects like Apollo Tires, Airtel, Vodafone. These are the kind of companies which give us projects, and our students would be working on these projects live. They work on 12 to 15 days, which is spread over a 3-month duration. So there are so many ways we expose our students to the industry, and honestly speaking, it's a dream platform which any student can imagine, which he or she can expect in any global school. And I may not be wrong in saying that probably this is the best platform available globally in the world, the kind of industry exposure which SOIL can provide. Till the next question comes, probably let me tell you more about the industry engagement. So SOIL also has an executive education and consulting business where we work with senior leadership team of various organizations, and at times our students also get opportunity to work on the career consulting assignment which this organization gets. So there are just, you can just think of various ways, be it faculty, be it industry interaction, be it guest lecture, be it mentoring, be it projects. There are hundreds of ways where you are exposed to these industries. We also have 2 flagship programs which we have, basically events which we have. One is an Inspire Leadership Conference and a Business Forum. These are 2 flagship events which we have every year. Again, we invite people from industry, so senior leaders like HR heads, CEOs, MDs of various organizations comes and speaks over here. And we also invite a lot of people from industry who come and attend these kind of sessions. So you get multiple ways to interact with these industry people, multiple ways to get exposed to these companies, multiple ways to interact with these people and learn out of it. So let me take the next question. So somebody has asked me, can you tell us about the kind of roles which companies offer? So typically in any business school, a majority of the roles would be a management trainee kind of a profiles. Now, what's a little different at SOIL is many of our students also come with experience. Say for example, this particular batch, we have students from 0 to almost 12 years of experience. Majority of the roles which will come for up to 3 year to up to 4 year experience will be management trainee roles, and this could be in any of the industries. In fact, we are lucky to get people from almost all industries, people from IT, manufacturing, consulting, FMCG, banking, BFSI, consulting. Almost every sector companies are coming and offering roles to our students. Now when I say majority of the roles for people with 0 to 4 years is the management trainee kind of profiles. Just to give you a brief about the management trainee profile. So these organizations would hire you as a management trainee, would expose you to different functions in their organization, and based on your interest and your skill set, they'll give you a specific role. In majority of the cases, in fact, the roles are predefined. So let's say it's a management, trainee, sales kind of a role. So initially you may be, so companies would have a structured program where you'll be exposed to 1 month in a specific function, then 1 month in a specific role, and then you finally end up after 12 months, 6 months, depending on the organization, to a specific role for which you have been hired. So this could be a sales role, it could be an HR role, it could be a marketing role. So it all depends on the organization's need, and also every organization will try to map with your skill set. So as I said, majority of the roles have come for the management, because the best part is a management trainee role is a very structured role, and the kind of opportunity which you get, the career path which you get in an organization is very different compared to a lateral role. So 50% of our hiring would happen close to around a management training kind of positions, and beyond that it will be a lateral position depending on your experience. So some of you would come with, let's say, an IT kind of a background. So you may be offered a pre-sales kind of a role, a sales kind of a role, a business analyst kind of a role. So there could be there's no dearth of roles. There are I think every year we get close to around 80 organizations which participate in the placement process. And I think role has never been a limitation. It all depends on your interest and also on your background. So since many of you would come with experience, some of you would like to change your career paths. So we'll give you all the assistance which you would need in terms of preparation and how you could change your role. That is how you do your internships, mentorship programs, and industry leaders coming on campus, speaking to you, telling you what kind of skill sets are required. So these exposures would be given to you, a wonderful platform would be given to you, so that you can also prepare in case some of you want to change your career tracks. So probably if somebody wants to know any specifics, I can touch on that. But just to give you in general, we are lucky to get some of the best companies coming to our campus, almost companies coming from all industries, be it manufacturing, as I mentioned earlier, and there's no dearth of roles. We can always take care of your aspirations. In fact, what we do initially at the beginning of the session also, we'll be interacting with each of our students. We try to understand their aspirations, and we try to create a map and try to get those companies also where our students aspire to be in. So every student will spend some time, try to understand their aspiration, also try to align and make them understand the realities, what kind of roles they can expect based on their experience and background in terms of education, and whatever inputs come from the student side also we try to incorporate and try to get those companies also. So it's an open system which we have at SOIL, two-way interaction at any given point of time. Everybody is approachable, reachable. You just come up and say, this is what I dream to get into, this is the kind of role, or this is the kind of organization. And luckily, so in fact, let me also tell you, there are a couple of times that a company may not come on campus for a specific role. But the kind of relation, the kind of interaction which our students have on a regular basis with industry, at times, they just reach out to an organization, or at times when a student will come to me or my colleagues and say, this is my dream company, and I'll say, okay, let me pull out my connects in this organization and let us try to put your case in front of this organization. So yes, as I said, there will be around 70 to 80 companies which have been coming on campus with various roles, and at the same time, let me be honest, and if somebody has a dream or somebody has a aspiration to get in a specific organization, from our side we'll make an honest effort. It may not be successful, but from our side we'll make an honest effort to even try to get you that dream role and dream organization. So till the next question comes, let me just share more about my experience which I've been having here at SOIL. So, for the last 3 years I'm here at SOIL, and I think in fact when I did my MBA, I never got so many opportunities which our students get here at SOIL. Be it, meeting CEOs is like, every second day you'll be like, somebody X or somebody Y is coming to your campus and you're directly interacting with these kind of people. It's a wonderful platform, and let me also share, it also depends on how much you want to extract out of it. So we'll give you a wonderful platform where you can just interact with these people, get projects in these companies. But yes, definitely, it's up to you, an individual, how much he or she wants to extract out of it. So in terms of giving you a global, wonderful, exceptional platform, yes, we are there for you, and hopefully you'll extract the best out of it. So the next question which has come is, what percentage of placement happen in marketing, HR and finance? Since marketing is a separate course which we have, and HR also being a separate course which we have, so we have 3 programs: HR, marketing and the business leadership program. In terms of overall percentage of placement, if you'll ask me, if I go by the history of last 4 years which the students have passed, by the time the batch would graduate, we end up getting close to around 80 to 90% of placement. And but let me also highlight one more thing which is very unique about SOIL. In any institute, after a placement season is over or after a student is graduated, you're on your own. But I think SOIL is the only place till our last student is placed, we'll keep on helping you. We'll just keep on trying and find opportunities for you. So let's say a student graduates in May, and for some reason 10 of our students are still not placed. It could be because of various factors, and till that last student is placed, so even if it stretches till December, January or Feb of the next year, we'll keep finding opportunities for you. And we treat every student as a family, and we think it's a responsibility to place every student, and that's what we do. So if I take HR specifically or a marketing batch specifically, I think the percentage would remain the same, around 85 to 90% placement which would happen. And I think I'll be as honest and transparent as I can, and I would not like to fudge any figure. That's how the placement happens. And in some of the institutes, then how the numbers are presented are, in fact, after you attempted a certain number of interviews, you're counted as placed. But in SOIL, that is not the case. We'll give you a wonderful platform for preparation, and in the end, even if you're not placed, be it 5 attempts or 10 attempts, we keep on finding opportunities for you. And as I said, till our last student is placed, we keep helping you to find the right opportunity. Which educational, I mean to say in terms of industry? Okay. So somebody has asked which educational, I'm assuming it's educational organization which comes to SOIL campus. See, education space is very limited in terms of recruitment. So in fact, couple of companies have been coming from education space. So there are companies like Talent Edge which came this year and hired our students. Discovery, which is into education schooling kind of environment, comes to our campus. In fact, SOIL at times hire our students, our own students. Beyond that, in terms of education, there are certain education, online education industry which comes in higher. So EduCard, which is into online education, comes in higher. HT Campus, which covers, campus space per se, but it's an online space, that comes to higher. But beyond that, to be honest, there's no specific education organization which would be coming to and hiring from SOIL. But these are typical some of the companies. But if somebody has a dream to get into education space and would tell us, this is the kind of organization we would like to work, we'll surely try and, at least process or send your papers to that particular organization, and that platform would be given. And I'm not sure how many education companies would be hiring B-School graduates, because that space is very limited. But nevertheless, as I said, we won't mind sending your profile or finding those right organization for you. We'll be more than happy to process that. Let me take the next question. So the next question, somebody has asked, which are some of the HR consulting companies which have been hiring from the HR program? To name a few, some of the HR consulting, so companies like Mercer have been hiring, companies like Eon Hewitt have been hiring from us. People Strong are, it's another consulting organization which has been hiring. Again, as I said, we are also into HR consulting space, and we also hire our students. So these are some of the kind of organization which typically would be hiring our students. In fact, at time McKinsey kind of organization have also evaluated our students. But to be honest, these consulting companies are very typical about the kind of profile they hire. But nevertheless, we are happy that some of the HR consulting companies like Hewitt to Mercer to People Strong have been coming to our campus every year. In fact, we've been trying to get more companies, and we'll be happy to, if somebody would suggest, could we target a specific organization, we'd be more than happy to do that. But typically, as of now, these are a couple of companies which have been hiring our HR talent. The other kind of roles which if some people are interested in the HR, let me just tell you, there are companies like from manufacturing side, from Mahindra to Tata Steel, companies in FMCG, pharma sector like Dabur, Cipla, Philips. So many companies have been hiring. As I said again, in terms of getting opportunities has never been a challenge. It's just about meeting your aspirations. And we have a complete program where we try to suggest and recommend the kind of aspiration which a student may have or should have. We get industry people, because at times, being young and being, having very high aspiration that, somebody may dream that, straight away get a marketing or an HR head kind of, or HR leader kind of a role. But, the realities are very different. So we bring people from industry where they can actually tell you what kind of a career path which a student should expect. So when you join an organization, what kind of roles are there, what kind of responsibilities would be there, how you can enhance your skills and reach to the next level. So all those kind of trainings, exposure, people coming from industry, interacting with you, telling you, coaching you, mentoring you, everything would be happening, and we'll keep on telling you about various things, how it happens. And as I said, we are always open. We collect the name of the names of the companies which students aspire to be in, and wherever we can help, we are more than happy to help. But beyond that, some of the regular recruiters have been always coming to our campus. So somebody has asked, do companies visit for business analyst kind of roles? I am happy to share. In fact, many of these IT companies which comes to our campus, beyond the management trainee role, they're also been coming for a business analyst role. And I think barring one or two companies, all the IT companies have been coming to our campus. To name a few, like companies like HCL, Wipro, Cognizant, Infosys, Genpact, Polaris, Maverick, almost every organization has been coming. And all these companies have offered business analyst roles also in past and all previous years. So I don't see any problem in that. Beyond that, also there are so many IT consulting kind of organizations like Cheers or Polaris, Zenov Consulting. They're again into niche segments, but they all have been coming for business analyst kind of roles. So business analyst, I can understand, is a lot of people come and ask about these kind of roles, and I'm very happy. We have not faced that kind of a problem. There are various companies which have been coming and offering these kind of roles, and we're able to fruitfully, thankfully help our students and get those fruitful kind of profiles also. Beyond business analyst, we get pre-sales, sales, marketing, requirement assurance, quality, all these kinds of roles are also been coming to us. So even that has not been a problem. So in IT, I think let me just also share most like in a typical B school, a usual scenario is close to around 70% of your batchmates would be from IT industry. And maybe that is one of the key reasons to our campus also, when the majority of the students are from IT industry, most of the IT companies visit us. And majority of the roles in IT which you can aspire to be in or which you can think of are usually offered at SOIL. So the next question which has come is scope of VLP program and getting placement into automobile companies. Again, as I said, I was just discussing initially also, we try to get on campus various kind of people. We try to get you various kind of projects, and also at various industry engagements which we have. We try and help our students how they can change their industry track. In fact, a couple of students have done in past that from the business leadership program, they have changed their track and entered into an automobile kind of an industry, and it has happened in past, and I don't see any problem in that. So people have joined in Maruti, Ashok Leyland, people have joined, you know, there's a unique company Polaris Automobile which is into off-roaders. So people have joined from coming from IT space to these automobile companies. But just to give you a small brief in this, you know, it also depends on your kind of exposure and experience which you have. Somebody, let's say having 6 years of IT experience, now want to move into automobile, will be a challenge. Then you need to, you know, really prepare a lot so that you can get into that kind of a space. See, you also have to understand the realities of life. You know, after having a 5-year, 6-year kind of an experience in a specific industry, it's not easy to change your industry. They can give you an opportunity, but most of these companies may not value your experience. Then there'll be a conflict. They'll be offering you a role which is more kind of a, you know, not I'll say a fresher, but at a junior level. And after spending 5 years, your aspiration would be, you know, you want to at least reach at a managerial level, and that case may not happen. So, you know, there are a lot of realities which one has to really understand, and we'll be happy to help you out in understanding what realities and what kind of roles which you should expect. But somebody with having 3 years or 4 years should not be a major issue. But beyond that, it does creates a little hindrance, but I'm not saying it is not at all possible. But yes, challenges may come, because see, you'll have to appreciate, you know, when you are on the other side and you have to hire somebody in your team after 5 years of experience, you would you hire somebody from an automobile industry to an IT? So, you know, there are realities, but soil could be a good preparation ground as to what kind of skill set are needed. So if somebody aspires to be in automobile, you should tell us right at the beginning, so that we give you the right kind of people in terms of mentor, in terms of probably a project, so that you are exposed to that industry, and then you can reach out to a company and say, hey, this is what I know, and I think I can confidently handle this particular kind of a role. So automobiles, so companies like Mahindra's, Maruti, Ashok Leyland, Polaris Automobile, other kind, Volvo, Eicher, all these companies have been coming to our campus, and let me say, I mean, if our students are getting hired, so I'm sure changing track has not been a problem, and there are specific cases where people have changed their tracks and have joined automobile industry. So should not be a worry. In fact, beyond automobile also there are a lot of automobile ancillary kind of organization which hire from soil. So be it Anand Motors, be it so these are the kind of organizations which hire from soil. I don't see any problem. See, for everybody, let me say it, you know, for be it automobile or be it any industry, a track of industry is absolutely possible, but somebody has to really prepare hard for it. Somebody has to really be confident and come up and say, this is the industry which I really aspire to be in, and start preparing right at the beginning. You just cannot just, you know, come in the end of the and say, you know, when the placement is started, now I want to be in an automobile. If you have not really prepared well, if you have not really acquired those skill sets, then changing your track will be a challenge. But otherwise, if you're sure this is the industry, this is what you aspire to be in, we'll give you that platform, we'll give you that entire engagement exposure which is required, and I'm sure you know, people who will join us would be able to crack it. So the next question which has come is, what has been the trend of placement this year in terms of package and in terms of kind of companies, industry who have recruited? Has there been a slowdown as people have been indicating? So to give you an honest picture right now, currently the placement percentage is close to around 45%. 45% of our students have already been placed. And in terms of the industry, again, typically like in every year, most of these companies have been in from various industries, from automobile to IT to FMCG, to name a few. So companies like HCL to Axis Bank, Max, Panasonic, Voltas, Taj Hotels, ICICI Bank, Anand Motors, these are the kind of companies which have already hired. Wipro, Cognizant, Genpact. I think whatever big shot companies are there, they've already been hiring and have been hiring. So in terms of slowdown, yes, some of these companies have not stopped participating, but that's a industry or the industry dynamics which these companies operate in. So if a company was hiring 20 MTs last year and they hired 5 from soil, and maybe they're hiring only 10 MTs this year, so they might hire only 2 from soil. So that kind of numbers might have changed, but otherwise those companies have still been coming to soil and be hiring, but due to various reasons, a company may have facing a slowdown and the company may be reducing their numbers, that you really can't control it. And in terms of package, luckily, if I say the current numbers right now, the average package has actually increased by more than 13% compared to the last year's average salary, and across the 3 programs which we have. And going forward, it may change a little bit, but more or less it should be around 10% kind of an increment which would happen. So just to give you a number, 8.8 is the average salary for the current batch across the 3 programs putting it together. So the average salary for the batch has been around 8.8. But it also depends about the the average experience of the batch and other things. But luckily, though it's a slowdown, though it's a leap year, and initially when I mentioned, most of our placement happened for the MT positions initially. And since we have people up to 12 years of experience, so this is the time when the lateral position starts coming in, because our students graduate in May, and some of you with experience would understand for a lateral kind of a requirement, an organization would expect around 30 to 45 days kind of time where the person can join. So this is how typically is the case, and that's the reason our placements are not a typical kind of a placement which happens in any other campus where we have a placement day or a week where entire placement would happen, because our batch is not of freshers where the entire placement can happen in that way. And we have a rolling process. We start in December, and initial placement quickly happens. So our first 30 odd students hired very quickly in not even a month's time, and the next batch happened slowly, so around 45 placements. And now the placement for the lateral position would start coming in, because the average experience of our batch is 3.5 years, and people with 3 to 12 years of experience, who are a huge chunk which lies in that segment, we find lateral requirements, and now is the time that this thing would kickstart. And hopefully the visibility which we see right now, we're seeing a visibility of close to around 85% to be placed by the date of graduation, and beyond that we'll still keep helping our students, as I mentioned earlier, till the last student is placed. So now let me take the next question. After 3 years of experience, is it possible to enter into mid-level management in quality manager or an operations manager role? To be honest, when you say a mid-level manager kind of a role, in terms of seniority in an organization to a mid-management, I think that's not possible. But if you are understanding it as a managerial role where you will be handling a team, that is absolutely possible. In fact, some of our students have joined. Last year students joined in quality, specifically in Wipro. They joined in quality and operations role. Some of the people come from manufacturing side, join in operations. But 3 years is slightly lower if your understanding is to a middle management kind of a role. A middle level is slightly difficult, but if you're expecting a managerial kind of a role, that is quite possible. But still, to be honest, 3 years is slightly lesser. And companies which hire from campuses usually have a career path which they have in mind. They may not take you as a managerial, mid-level managerial role, but the career path which you'll have, you'll join an organization in a specific role. There'll be a 1-year probation, a complete program structure around. They'll expose you to different roles, and then you move to a different role. So immediately you may not get a managerial or a mid-manager role, but it's all a transition phase which you'll have to go through. There's a learning phase which you have. 3 years is slightly lower, and you'll have to go through a career path and then only reach a level. And in fact, I would also say you should appreciate that till you are not trained and till you're not prepared to take the next role. It's best to be actually be in that role, learn the things, and then move to a next level so that your growth is higher. And most of the people who join at a certain level and they grow in an organization and then reach to a level. And typically when our organization is coming to our campus, they're not expecting people to straight away join in a managerial kind of a role. Let me take the next question. I have more than 18 years of experience in IT industry. Currently I am on my own and pursuing life coaching from Symbiosis USA. I have ideas to how to consciously engage people in the organization. Can I talk to someone from Soil and take it forward? We'll be happy to do it. In fact, we engage with a lot of people in industry and we welcome everybody, and somebody reaches out to us, we're more than happy to speak to you. Probably my understanding is maybe you're trying to engage with Soil in some way other and not as a student, but we can surely take this thing and probably try to understand how we can take this particular case. So the next question which is there is, if not placed through campus placement and after getting passed out and after that for lateral entry, is there any recommendation or HR contacts provided by Soil to get placed? See, firstly, okay, let me say this thing. If as a student, you should not be demotivated and think that you'll not be placed. If I am a student and if I am sitting on the other side, I should feel I'll be the first person to get placed. And I think everybody should have, first of all, the confidence to say, so people who are good will never face that issue. And let me also share it with you, if you have seen the Soil philosophy, we also appreciate a lot of other factors which are, we feel essential for a person to be a true leader. So we also have taken on board with people who may not be absolute wonderful, great in their communication skills or maybe in their presentation skills. But we feel that those students also should be given an opportunity to get a good value education, and we take those students on board. But if you think from the other side, the companies may not value a lot of things. We feel somebody may be an excellent person, maybe having some unique gifts which that person may have. It could be in music, could be in art, and we feel that person should get that opportunity. And an organization may not feel that. So our 10% students are also some people like that, where we, give opportunities to everybody because we feel this person deserves it. So we are not bothered about the placement numbers, and we are absolutely transparent, and that's why I'm saying around 85%. I have no shame in saying that because I know what we are doing is an absolute wonderful job, and our students also appreciate that. We also try to tell our students, and they also understand, if they are of a certain from a place which they are coming in, the expectations are also equivalent. But to answer this particular question, in fact, the question is not we'll give you HR contacts where you can reach out. You tell us a company and we'll try to help you and assist you. Even if you not tell a company, the process of placement will not stop. Our team will keep on working and find opportunities and try to get you placed in some organization or the other. So this question of getting you contacts is not required because we are helping you in any ways. And as I said, every student is a family. There's no question of letting it go, and every effort will not leave any stone unturned till our last student is placed. And we'll make our honest effort, whatever we can do to place every student which we have. And I think most of our students appreciate that fact and should not be a worry or a concern if somebody is thinking that, if I'm not placed. In fact, you should feel I'll be the first person to get placed. Let me take the next question. What is an ideal work experience with which one should join Soil, if there is any? I would say there's no ideal experience, but just to give you a range, if you have asked me an ideal range would be 0 to 4 years, because majority of the roles which are empty or the organization which comes to campus fall under this particular experience range. But beyond that, as I said, these are all lateral requirements. So you may not be the first person to get placed because somebody with 5 years of experience will not be the first person to get placed, because the first process would happen for an empty positions. So organization would start coming in December and they'll all be coming for the management trainee kind of profiles. So yes, in fact I should say there is no ideal experience with which you should come, because The process may happen a little later stage, but the process would happen. So there's no ideal experience, but yes, if you want to get placed early, then probably a 0 to 4 years is the ideal experience age, which, because as a matter of fact, that's the way campus processes happen, be it any campus. For the people with lesser experience are because companies can plan their management trainee position in advance, in 6 months in advance. So they'll be going to a various campus and doing their management trainee profiles. But for a lateral requirement, I'm sure you'll appreciate, no organization would be in a position to plan it 6 months in advance. So that surely will happen close to around 30 to 45 days before you graduate. But what we do from our side is, from before around 90 days, we start initiating the lateral requirement process, and we start reaching out to all the companies in our network. We start sharing your profile, so that the moment they have a role, they know soil student is available, and they might give opportunity to a soil student firsthand. So that's what we do. So probably I'll change my answer. There's no ideal experience which one should have, but yeah, to get placed early, lesser experience would help you, but otherwise there's no ideal experience. Everybody gets an equal opportunity. There's no forceful application process. Every organization which comes to campus, everybody is absolutely open to apply. So somebody from a business leadership program feels that a particular HR role is interesting, he can also apply to an HR role. The organization may not finding interesting, but from our side, every student is given an equal opportunity to apply in any organization. And since we have people from 0 to 12 years of experience, and over the years we have been helping our students, we have placed people with up to 10 to 11 years. This year we have somebody with 12 years. I'm sure we'll be able to find something relevant for him also, and we'll be able to place. And if everybody is placed, I'll not say there's an ideal experience one should have. Every person brings his or her own experience, and there's a good learning experience which people can have with their experience. So companies from what industries come to SOIL for placement? So as I mentioned earlier, we get companies from almost every industry. So be it automobile, be it manufacturing, be it IT, be it consulting, be it HR, FMCG, consumer durable. But since the question says majority, so the obvious answer would be IT, because the obvious reason is 70% of the batch strength usually is IT. So if a batch comprises a majority of IT students, the majority of placement would happen in IT companies, and that's the reason the majority would be IT. But let me say it once again, we are not limiting ourselves to any particular industry. If any person aspires or wishes to be in any specific industry, we are more than happy to help you and reach out to a specific organization and try to help you getting placed in that company. So yes, the majority for the obvious reason is the IT, but I don't see any problem in any other industry that a company is not coming from a specific industry. Maybe an investment banking or a banking role may not come to SOIL for the obvious reason we don't have finance specialization. So that's an obvious industry which may not come, but beyond that, I have not seen any challenge in getting any kind of organization or an industry coming to SOIL, because we get variety of people and variety of industries participate. So that's not been a problem, and that should not be a concern. So the next question is, are there any specific ways that SOIL facilitates for preparing students for placement? So let me just tell you how the process happens, and maybe this will answer a lot of questions which maybe others may also have. So right at the beginning, once you join, there'll be a assessment center which will happen, and it's an exhaustive process where we try to understand the strengths which you have and maybe the improvement areas which you would have. So we'll create an individual learning plan for every individual. So once this individual learning plan has been created, so we'll try to understand which are the improvement areas where you need help. At the same time, there'll be a separate session where we'll also try to understand your aspirations and also try to align wherever we feel, or we try to educate you what are the possible roles, industries which could be right for you, which could be right for you. So after this, the next process which happens is mentorship process. So based on your profile, your weak area, your improvement areas, your aspiration, we try to get you a mentor from a specific industry. Now let me also emphasize, a mentor is somebody, a very senior person, a CXO level individual who will be helping you to prepare. This individual learning plan which has been created will be shared with your mentor, so that he can also give you inputs and try to help you to develop in those areas. At the same time, there will also be an internal mentor. So one of the senior people in this institute would also be mentoring you. So there will be a mix of this internal and external mentor who will help you prepare. You may have your queries related to an industry, a role, a skill set, and these people will help you to prepare. There will also be workshops on how to prepare your resume, how to do group discussion, how to prepare for your interviews. So there will be a complete workshop around that. At the same time, as I mentioned earlier, we call people from industry and try to cover specific functions, areas, industries who educate you what kind of roles you should expect, what kind of skill set you should acquire, and how to prepare for those interviews. So there's a continuous throughout 1 year thing which happens where we prepare our students. Before a student appears for his final interview, we also try to get a mock interview, somebody from a similar industry, so that who can help you prepare. So every student who faces his final interview will at least have 3 or 4 mock interviews from various industries or the industry from which you aspire to be in, so that you are well versed and well prepared to face any interview. At the same time, every Saturday we call it a career Saturday, and in all these Saturdays the various things which I mentioned are covered. So it will be your group discussion, interview preparation, resume, industry interactions, mentorship programs, leadership series, guest lectures, projects, every internal mentorship and external mentorship. So all these platforms are there to prepare any student. And I'm sure after this exhaustive preparation, everybody end of the day will say, you're actually over preparing us. Let me take the next question. I have done B Pharma, work experience of around 3.3 years in sales. What availability of learning that I would get for future in marketing? In fact, last batch we didn't have anybody from B Pharma, but before that we had 3 students from B Pharma, and some of the pharma companies which participated were like GSK, Cipla, and see, the number is only 3, so there cannot be many companies. So Cipla hired 2 of our students and GSK interviewed 1 of our students. So typically for a person with a pharma kind of a background, I don't see any worry. And we have a lot of mentors from industry specifically to pharma. We have people from Eli Lilly, Cipla, Pfizer who are mentoring our students. So somebody with your kind of an experience. So let's take this as a case study. So let's say a person like you who comes with 3.3 years of experience in B Pharma. So what we'll try to do, we'll try to get after that assessment center, we'll try to understand your improvement areas. We'll try to align and understand your aspirations. And so the next step would be try to get you a mentor from these specific industries. So let's say we have somebody from Eli Lilly, Suman Das, who's the CFO of Eli Lilly. Let's say, for example, becomes your mentor. Now you reach out to this person and say, hey, I am interested in marketing role in a pharma industry, and this person will guide you that in a pharma industry, what kind of skill set are required to be in a marketing kind of a role. He'll try to help you, prepare you, continuous interaction, give you feedback, give you inputs, which will help you to prepare. And through this 1 year engagement, since we call people from various industries, at times there will be people from a specific, let's say pharma or an FMCG or a similar kind of an industry with whom you can interact and learn what kind of things you should learn and acquire and what are the possible roles. And maybe at times clarity on role, in a marketing role or a specific role or a business analyst, which somebody was asking, what are the work, what are the challenges, what exactly is business analyst as a role, what kind of work would you do? So all these things would be given and somebody will be trained and telling you, this is what will you do, this is the role, this is the skill set, this is how you should prepare. So all these platforms are given, and there could be multiple roles which are available. So this is how we prepare our students. This is an exhaustive program in terms of preparing our students. There's a huge chunk of possible roles which you can think of, a whole chunk of industries, companies. So in terms of exposure, in terms of opportunities, I think you'll get some of the best opportunities, best of the companies coming to this campus. Somebody who can take an advantage. I'm probably not lucky to be a part of this institute. Otherwise, at times I feel jealous. But somebody can actually learn a lot, and at the same time, see, placement is one aspect, and there's so much on values and other things which we also work on. So as an individual, you'll feel you are changed as an individual. There's so much which you have acquired, learned, and you are confident. Now you can take the next level, next role, next step, and at the same time, a lot of career opportunities. So the next question is interning, doing project with companies part of the curriculum? Do these companies hire from SOIL? Yes, doing these internships or the project is part of the curriculum. The current structure has an action learning project where our students work as a team in a specific assignment, and these projects could be in any leading organization, and it's part of the curriculum, so it is structured in the program. So we'll get you those projects, and at times companies do a selection process. So like Yum Brands or a Grant Thornton kind of an organization, they do an entire selection process. You'll have to apply for a internship or a project, and these companies will do a selection process. And do these companies hire? Every company would like to hire talent. It's all about you, how good or how well you have performed in that project. So when I say a company has spent so much of time in doing a selection process, the intention is to hire. In fact, slowly companies have been changing their route of hiring also. There are a lot of companies, what they do is, they instead of coming to a campus, they prefer to give an internship, and based on the work which they have seen, which a student has done, they would like to offer a PPO, which is a pre-placement offer. So yes, a lot of these companies want to hire, but it all depends on the good work which you have done. So again, we can give you that platform. You will interact with some of the best companies. So our students get projects from Yum Brand, Grant Thornton, Coke, Airtel, Max. So some of the best projects, some of the best companies would come, give you projects. You'll interact with some of the best people. But yes, end of the day, you have to showcase the talent which you have. We'll train you on that and make sure that you show that talent and the pre-placements happen. That is on this particular question. So till I wait for the next question, SOIL is a, okay, let me say, I'm not here to sell SOIL, but this is how typically a process which happens in any campus, and I'm ready to take any question, usually campuses, how it really works. The best part is this is the most transparent system which can, happen or exist in any institute, where we are as transparent as we can get. The student is aware of everything which is happening in this campus, which are the companies which are coming, the students can come, and it's a two-way process. The students come and say, this is where I aspire to be in, and if we feel somebody is not fit for a specific industry, we also try to educate that person. But if he aspires to be in a specific industry, then we try to bridge that gap and get those people exposed to that particular industry or a role, and how he can prepare for that role. So SOIL is a place where once you'll be here, you'll just feel blessed that the kind of exposure, as I said in the beginning, globally, if I compare, this could be the best platform available in terms of industry engagement. I don't think so any institute in this country has that advantage or has that or is doing the kind of industry engagement program which SOIL is providing. Yes, we are one of the kind institute where we focus a lot on leadership, a lot on value creation, character building, which is unique in its own way. And at the same time, all our curriculum, all our exposure, everything is designed around industry. So this institute has been co-created by industry. The course which has to be taught is designed by industry. The students are taught by industry. The students get exposed by working on projects and assignment with industry. The students are mentored by industry. And I'm sure after so much of industry exposure, every student is prepared to be a part of the industry. So that is what we do, and we take pride in whatever we do. And I think our students take pride, our students are overwhelmed and they feel wonderful after they get the kind of exposure. At times, you know, you'll not even, you'll not even feel, you'll feel it's part of you, a CEO coming and talking to you every second week, you know, having interactions, understanding what it takes, how his or her leadership journey been. It's a one of a kind experience, and you know, people who will be lucky among you would surely get that experience, and I'm sure some of you will be lucky to get those experience. So the next question is, I'm a fresher, how do I stand when it comes to placement? I have done BCom honors from Hansraj College. So if you missed the part when I was telling about the best part into being in the experience range of 0 to 4 years, I think you are, you know, the first of the kind, you know, first of the lot who will get placed. So in terms of placement, so there is no limit for a fresher. A fresher gets an equal opportunity in every opportunity which comes to campus, and most of the management trainee profile which comes on campus, an organization which comes to campus for a management trainee profile, I think they'll, in fact, 100% organizations which are coming from a management training would have an experience range from 0. It could be to 2, 3 or 4 depending on the organization, but somebody like a fresher has an absolute wonderful opportunity to, you know, start his or her career as a management trainee. And a management trainee has a wonderful career path in all the organization. Every organization spends a lot of time and money and effort to train these people, because these are the people who will be taking different managerial roles going forward. So a fresher like this person has an absolute wonderful opportunity. See, I mean, I can say, you know, opportunities are abundant. Everybody will get so many of opportunities, but end of the day, it's all up to you how much you're able to get out of it. In terms of getting a platform, I don't see any problem in terms of getting opportunity, be it a fresher or be it a 10-year student. Experience should never be your concern. Every person is given equal opportunity. Everybody learns from each other. A fresher will bring his enthusiasm and maybe innocence, and a 10-year experience will bring his maturity, at the same time his learning. So everybody learns from each other, and that's the best part of SOIL. You all learn from each other. Everybody works together. Everybody gets equal opportunity, and there's, I mean, no dearth of opportunities. Everybody is given the best of opportunity which is possible. You know, I'm sounding now, you know, probably it seems like I'm talking too positive about SOIL, but that's how it is, and I feel proud of saying that these are the things which we do, which is one of its kind, which is unique, which is wonderful and worth appreciating. And we treat every student as family, and that's what we do, and that's what we take pride of, and that's, I'm sure our students take pride of and appreciate us in doing this. So let me take the next question. I have worked with TCS for 3 years in technical role. I want to move into managerial role. What chances? Wonderful chances, I would say. In fact, you know, every year we get a lot of students from TCS, and luckily TCS has that you know, opportunity for their employees to take sabbatical and take a course, and a lot of our students take sabbatical. So there are a lot of people in the current batch. There are 4 students in the current batch from TCS. In case you want, we can connect you to those people also. And what they have done is they've taken a sabbatical. They come and take their 1-year program, and they go back to TCS. And luckily, TCS has been recognizing SOIL in this aspect, and everybody gets. So when they go back to TCS, they're given managerial roles, global cadre roles. In fact, last year one of our students from who came from TCS, when he went back to TCS, has been given a global cadre role. So you know, SOIL has been recognized by TCS. So somebody from TCS has a wonderful opportunity to take a sabbatical and do his or her program and join back. Even if you don't wish to join back, there are abundance of opportunities which are available, because as I mentioned, almost every IT companies have been participating at SOIL, and everybody has given equal opportunity. So Cognizant, Maverick, HCL, Wipro, Polaris, Infosys, Genpact, all these IT companies have been participating. So this so you will get an equal opportunity in all these companies, and if you wish to take a sabbatical and go back, TCS will acknowledge that and will give you a wonderful opportunity. And if somebody wants to be connected to somebody, for example, this person, if you wish, you can write to us and we'll connect you to people who have earlier come from TCS and have joined back, taken a sabbatical and have joined back. We'll be more than happy to connect you. So the wonderful and the best thing is to connect you with students. I may say whatever, end of the day I'm part of this institute, and you may or you may not trust, but in fact this is open to everybody. Anybody who wishes to speak to our students, our alumni, we'll be more than happy to connect you. You just send us a request, we'll connect you to our alumni. You can speak to them, understand how they've been, how their leadership journey been, how their learning experience have been, and how industry have taken them in their organizations or elsewhere, and we'll be more than happy to provide you that data. We have, as I said, we feel pride, and we'll be more than happy to connect you. So I think that brings us to the end of this session. It was wonderful taking your questions. I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead and just enjoy yourself, and hopefully to see some of you joining our institute. And in case any of you have any queries, feel free to reach out, just write to us, and any information is required, we'll be more than happy to provide you that. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.